Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Google Play Weekly. Let's get your weekend started off the right way with some awesome app news. This week we're going to talk about some Play Store improvements, a new ban on the word Flappy, and BBM Voice. Last week we reported the extremely good news that Flappy Bird is dead and gone forever, and if Google Play and iTunes have anything to say about it, it's going to remain that way. Over the last week, developers who did Flappy Bird ripoffs started noticing their applications were being pulled from their respective app downloading repositories without being told why. Indeed, the few who did get answers were given links to the spam section of the terms of service, which is actually quite hilarious. Some developers have been lashing out, saying that clones of Castle Wolfenstein are allowed to exist, but not Flappy Bird clones. I think he missed the part where Wolfenstein is a masterpiece worthy of replication, while Flappy Bird really isn't. There's been no word on whether or not current Flappy titles will be taken down, but we do know that putting up an app with Flappy in the title will get your app taken down, even if it has nothing to do with Flappy Bird. So if you are a developer and you are about to publish an application and it does have the word Flappy in it, we highly recommend you change the word Flappy. A little while back, the mobile version of the Google Play Store started showing people when applications had in-app purchases, and now the desktop site does as well. The update has rolled out to most major markets, so chances are if you're watching this, the website has already been updated for you. So the next time you run into an application on the actual website that has in-app purchases, you'll know about it. It's located under the download button right next to the device compatibility message. Of course, with this new update, the question arises as to whether or not Google could be doing it better. As you can see here, Apple goes the extra mile and shows you the popular in-app purchases, so you know what people are spending money on inside of the app. While it would be nice to see a list of in-app purchases, I think there being a notification there is definitely enough. Of course, I could be wrong. It's been known to happen, so if you feel strongly one way or the other, let me know about it in the comments. Opera Max is a new beta application from the makers of, you guessed it, Opera Browser that helps you lower your data consumption, and guess what? It's available to everyone. So here's how the app works. On unencrypted apps, which are most applications, you can view how much data is being consumed. Then Opera Max routes all of the data going to those apps through their servers, compresses it, and then continues to send it to your application. This means that you get the same content out of these apps, but it uses far less data. The app can be downloaded in the Google Play Store, and we'll have a link to that in the written companion, which is in the video description. As you can imagine, it is a beta, which means there are some issues, and that's reflected in the Google Play Store rating and the user reviews. There's no timetable for a stable release yet, so if you're interested, give the beta a try and see if it works for you. So VH1 joined the 21st century this last week as they released their official Android application. Spoiler, it's not terrible. While there is no denying that VH1 programming has been slowly on the decline, it's great news that the official application is out. With the app, you can view full-length shows and movies from VH1 along with some music videos, sneak peeks, and some other stuff. The only caveat is you must log in with your cable provider credentials to access everything. Supported cable providers are AT&T Uverse, Time Warner Cable, DirecTV, Verizon, and others. I actually wanted to talk about this app for a moment because it had a feature that I really liked. When you watch TV on VH1, you can use the application as sort of a companion app to get additional content related to whatever it is that you're watching. I thought this was cool because it lets you engage more with the show, and I know some channels do this, but I'd like to see this become a standard. I don't know, that's just me. Our last bit of news actually took place late last week, and it involves BBM. BBM was talking about releasing BBM Voice and BBM channels in the early part of 2014, and now that update is rolling out to everyone. This is a bigger update than it appears on the surface. It seems like BBM just added the ability to call other BBM users over data connections. However, when you step back and look at the big picture, BBM is on par with pretty much every messaging alternative out there, with the exception of services that allow video chatting like Hangouts and Skype, of course. The other things that came with the update include BBM Channels, which is essentially a remastered version of AOL Instant Messenger's random chat room services. New emojis, location sharing, and BBM group sizes have been increased to 50. It's true that Hangouts and Skype are still better options for now, but it should be noted that BBM is improving, and that's pretty super. So who wants to see some new and trending applications? As usual, if you want to check any of these applications out, you can find the links in the written companion, which is in the video description. Dormy has the potential to be a really helpful application if you're a parent. This application is essentially a baby monitor for smartphones. Here's how it works. You put a phone in a room where the baby is, and then when it cries, the app will amplify the sound and send it to your smartphone. It has a few other nifty features like stats, and it'll even notify you discreetly if you're on the phone and the baby starts to cry by vibrating your phone and giving you a little beep. It's a nice app for parents, and it's free. Glove is a very interesting application that helps you figure out if your current mobile service is right for you. What you do is download the application and then activate it, and for 3 days the app will take usage statistics and location statistics, and then, based on your locations and usage, it will suggest mobile plans from various carriers. It's only available to San Francisco and New York residents for right now, but do keep an eye out on this application because it can be really helpful once it's available in your area. MiG-2D is a new game out of HeroCraft, and chances are you've played a game like this before. Essentially, this is your classic top-down scrolling shooter where you control an airplane and blow things up. It's free to play, and it has in-app purchases, but you shouldn't need to buy anything to enjoy the title. It's a fun little game if you enjoy this kind of stuff, and a great way to kill a little bit of time. The NSA spying thing is still quite a big worry for a lot of people, and the popular iOS app Blink has made its way to Android to help with that. It's a messaging service that puts privacy first by self-destructing your messages after a period of time, and it allows people to talk off the record. This is great if you want to keep your conversations private, and it looks better than most of the competition. There are some bugs and compatibility issues, but it's also a new app, so that's kinda normal. Last up this week is The Room 2. The first game in this series was spectacular, even if it was a little bit short, and so far we get the same kind of vibe about The Room 2. For those new to the series, this is a puzzle game where you must search for clues, unlock secrets, and figure out what's going on. It has a wicked high rating of 4.9 in the Google Play Store, and it's among the best releases in the month of March. It's $3, but we consider that $3 well spent. Well, that about does it for this video. I'm Joe Hendy, the Android Authority app guy. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you want to follow Android Authority, myself, or the rest of the awesome YouTube team, you can find our social media links in the video description below. If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion, which is in the video description, for all of the download links. Thank you again for watching, and have a wonderful day.